everybody. Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. We're going to do a quick look through of the new Goddess Provisions box. It is so heavenly. So let's start with a beautiful, what I'm going to do is do one thing at a time. We have the beautiful Kindred Row Evil Eye Signet Ring. Can we see it right here? I love this so much. This bag is like so plush and beautiful. I absolutely love it. Again, these guys with their beautiful Chakra Oracle trading cards, I love these. I mean, they're amazing and a great way to build your library. This, I was like, oh, I can't wait to smell and see it too. The Luna Quartz Evil Eye Body Oil, warding off the evil eye in this shimmering vegan body oil infused with black tourmaline and clear quartz for cleansing, protection, and grounding. I'm always going bonkers for anything that's lotiony and potiony. And what kind of stone do we have? Ooh, K2 Jasper, connecting to your higher chakras. This is so pretty. Whoa, I love all the veins in it. It also helps strengthen your psychic abilities. It's a really super high vibrational stone. Let me zoom out for a sec because I want you guys to see this amazing inner eye ceramic dish. Of course, I didn't take anything out of the boxes prior to this. Totally beautiful. I like how they package everything too. It's like in a really robust, amazing thing. Now this is the piece de resistance, this radiating intuition makeup pouch. I feel like you could fit a traditional tarot deck in here too. Yeah, when I have my Ellen wig, yep, that looks like it would fit too, a traditional size. Really plush and wonderful. It feels almost like it's velvety. Yeah, it really is. Well, yeah, probably better for a pocket-sized tarot oracle deck as well. But gorgeous. I mean, they just always outdo themselves with quality, and I am so blown away by this. Absolutely amazing. And again, this is called the Third Eye Open box, and it just is always tremendous and beautiful. And again, you guys, it's like you can just go order right here on the back. We have, you can go to IG, facebook.com, goddessprovisions.com, get your box. They're so ridiculously inexpensive. They're like $33, and oftentimes just one of the items is worth that in the box. They always blow me away. Super high quality. Thank you so much, Goddess. So you guys enjoy your video. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? Today we're going to have like a mini pick a card, but I'd really love for you to watch both because they are short and sweet and to the point. And I finally remembered this absolute mind shifting thing that I heard the other day from Louis L. Hay, and it really blew my mind. And it was taking the word should and replacing it with could. Feel how different you think when you say, I should go to the bank. I should study this. I should get my degree. I should go exercise today too. I could go exercise today. I could go to the bank. It allots the idea of choice, and we always have choice, but we sometimes forget. And should to me connotate something that we are not doing that we should do, and we should feel guilty about it. Again, should. So say in your head, I could. Try to remove should from your itinerary because it really is not helpful in any degree. And it also, when other people tell us we should do something, we put that in our little mind bank, and we sometimes operate on that premise that we're doing things wrong if we're not doing what our parents, aunt, grandparents, school, religion, or something suggests we should be doing. It is just a suggestion, but lots of times we take it to heart. We go and we become that thing that a parent says, you should go to school and learn law. You should do this and that. And a lot of people ending up in careers they don't want because they followed that premise of I should. And when I remember when I heard that, like my jaw dropped, and I'm like, oh, that word really is damaging, and I'm taking it out of my arsenal 100%. So here's our two choices, and honestly, I feel like you should listen to both of them. I read some really terrific things yesterday, and I memorized them because they were so important in terms of like where we're going in life and how we see ourselves and others. It was just absolutely amazing. So these are messages your guides really want you to plug into right now and really connect to. So number one is learning to love myself. Choose to see the beauty in me. My wealth lies in my nature and my potential. I transform my weaknesses into strength. I realize that I'm a being of light and I allow myself to shine. Again, Everything that gives me energy and lights me up and creates ripples of excitement, that's what I'm doing. And everything that leaks, drains, or frustrates me, I am finding a way to clear those things out, improve upon them, set up boundaries, or find a way to remove them entirely and do more of everything that's in the first portion that gives me energy. Because if we're feeling frustrated, it's not because we're trying to do too much in general. It's like we're doing too little of the things that light us up and bring us joy. We have a lot of energy and it's one of our greatest gifts. So the energy needs to be expressed in the way that we feel called to express it, and not dull it, hide it, or retrain ourselves to operate in somebody else's kind of configuration of who we should be. So number 2 is me, and this really says this: I allow serenity to reign in me. The love I have for myself invites harmony to settle within my being. I listen and I honor and I strive to fulfill the needs of my soul. That's really true about this. Again, the world is always telling us, hurry and hustle for whatever you want. Forget that. Let's put that on the scrap heap. That kind of strategy invites a whole lot of bitterness and rushing and time lack mentality. And we have to be patient and trust that we're in the flow and we embrace the journey and having fun along the way. The invitations will come. We're not forcing them. We're not giving out unsolicited advice in the hope of receiving recognition. It's a total waste of our power. How do we truly enjoy using our energy? I love channeling. I love doing reads. And as soon as I do that, my vibe goes up and I feel really, really good. So it is something that's very, very important that we maintain for ourselves, right? We are so conditioned to be chasing this thing so we can gain recognition from it. Is a crazy idea, right? Oh, I have this degree, now I'm a set and now I'm a worthy person. You know what I mean? All this nonsensical stuff right now. So let's start with 1, which is learning to love myself, and some of the things that will be coming from that. Vitality comes when that comes in. Courage comes in. I am a being of light. I just love the colors of these cards so much. I accept the divine energy in my body and every one of my cells regenerates. How we think of our health is how we start to feel, right? You ever keep saying, I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired? How do you feel? You feel tired. When I say I have so much vitality and energy and I feel so good and I'm excited to go for a walk and go exercise, I say that I feel my spine straight and I feel good. I get excited. I'm like, where's my sneakers? I get that golden retriever energy, like, where's my ball? Where's my ball? I know there's a lot that I can do and I go for it. I know there is a choice. Think of every time that you feel disappointed. How are you using your energy when you do that? Sometimes we then feel like we have to rush into a decision, right? We pin all our hopes on an expectation or an outcome. We drain our vitality that way of thinking, oh, I have to answer this. So whatever email, question, or something is stated to you, don't feel rushed to answer anybody. You don't need their validation. You don't need to tell everybody where you're going or what you're accomplishing. When you have a finished picture and you want to get it out there, it's like, do it in your own pace and time, because you didn't do it for someone to go, ooh, give it a like and say that's fabulous or whatever. You did it because it fed your soul. It gave you vitality. It made you feel good. The same way, I like when people show their progression of like their gym, their workouts and things. They get all excited. And I love the fact that you can kind of see the improvement along the way and use it to motivate and help yourself. But to do it sheerly, to be like, look at me, I'm fit and you're not, kind of thing, is utterly ridiculous. That's also why we're puzzling and putting the pieces in, we don't need to tell everybody this. It helps us maintain our courage and course when we do things the way we want, doing it for ourselves. When we feel good in our body, we treat it well. It is our friend. We embrace and surrender to patience. It's going to come in, results, all of that. Because I know a lot of times it's like we can be very result orientated, right? Like, oh, I want to do this because I want to gain muscle, I want to lose weight, I want to feel healthy, all of this. Maintain that and have courage. Here's the thing, we are stronger than any of our fears and doubts or the negative side that starts to creep in. Again, we're letting go of should entirely to could. I could be super fit. I could really help my organ health by eating healthy. Here's something really awesome that I love about our bodies. They're constantly trying to tell us what's good for us in terms of all of a sudden, all of these things were coming up on this site and I'm like, what is all this selenium? What is all this probiotic, blah, 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 it keeps coming up. And then I started to research, and because I have hypothyroid, but I'm lucky that I don't have some of the tendencies that can bring people there, like for quick weight gain. I don't really have that, but I can get very, very tired if I don't take my Synthroid. And selenium is something that's really good for thyroid health. I started to investigate it, started taking selenium, things of that nature, and some probiotics. Things suggest themselves to us. We study how we can enhance. Do you have any kind of condition that you can help enhance your health through any kind of maybe multivitamin? What is it? Is there an enzymes? Is there some kind of like zinc, iron, or something that can improve your scenario? All of that, looking into that. I feel like right now we're pulling in things that help us. We are recognizing that we want to feel better, Healthy preparation helps us thrive, and over preparation makes us drop things, because then we bring in perfectionism, going too far in the future, right? So we're going to let go of that. And to be seen as somebody who knows that they are an expert or excellent in the field that they do, we have to believe it ourselves. So hone your knowledge, whatever it is. It could be anything. It could just be like sidereal astrology. Right now, I'm always wanting to talk to my husband about, I love like pre-revolutionary France, all of these times. I love Viking eras, the berserkers, all of this stuff. But it's funny how I like to have a big picture feel of everything. It's not like I see one video on it, I'm like, oh, let me tell you all about this. Like, I really like to study into it and find out about it. And you're going to have the courage to tap into all these things that help you. And don't resist, recognition or praise from people. Let it bring your gifts into the light as you start to recognize certain things about yourself. Have courage, step into this and be like, yeah, this is something that I really love and enjoy. Because it is time right now for you to shine your light. Your desire to improve yourself is going to transform any fear into strengths and raise your thoughts above any kind of doubt. You're really going to be able to do this, loving, accepting yourself, knowing that vitality comes from how we speak to ourselves and how we care for ourselves. What are you ingesting mentally? What are you watching on TV? What are you reading? Eating, all of those things. And say yes to life in a big, courageous way. I'm stronger than fear. And you are, because fear is only just, it's something that's unknown that we haven't participated in, but we're going to be able to overcome that. So I love that for you, Group 1. And please feel free to watch the second one. It's only a quick 5 minutes, but I felt like whenever I come across some amazing things that I feel good, I feel like really happy when I get to share them. Like the premise of should and could just made so much sense to me. And I was like, oh my gosh, the things we say and do to ourselves, because we're programmed, we heard it our entire life, and we think these things are true, right? So that is you guys. So you guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Melanie. If you need a private read or anything else, I do them very, very quickly. I do a filmed reading just like this, explaining what the cards mean. I use tarot and oracle. And I do it within 48 hours. I send you a menu, let you know what's going on. You can ask varied topics and questions, and then you get to keep your video forever. So all my information is right on the thumbnail right there. You can either DM me or you can email me. And I love doing them. I feel like there's something that is just coming through for a lot of us right now. We are seeking out answers that are going to help us get to this next level. We're really initiating change in a beneficial way that makes our spirits fly, and we see the limitlessness and all the possibility, which I love. So loving that. So now we're going to get to number 2, which is me. Now I love this so much because this says, I allow serenity to reign in me. Whenever we are serene and calm, we have amazing things that happen for us. We have joy, we have light, we have this endless possibility. We say, hell yes. We switch up whatever we want, our businesses, our mind, whatever we do. We focus less on what anybody else is thinking and more about what makes us happy. And we bring in energy. We create balance in there. We experiment. We have a lot of ease and flow in our life. And our vision is exactly that. It is our vision. We don't need someone to tell us if our ideas are worthy. We just believe it ourselves. And if things don't fire us up and get us psyched, why are we pursuing it? It's a big question. A lot of people are coming to, what? I don't want to go study this in school because my parents said I should, right? I could study something else that benefits me and gets me excited. You can, of course, change studies. You can change, you are allowed. It is your life. Success comes in abundance when we tell people what we're up to. and what we want in life, right? Joy. Like a child, I discovered joy in the simplicity of life. Happiness lies in magical moments, not in the material. Even the smallest joy is a great source of life. I've come to recognize this over the years, that I love to spend money on experiences, going out to dinner, being with people, going to sporting events, as opposed to material things. If I have a couple $100, I want to take a train to New York and go through Central Park, that kind of thing. We can acquire things, but it is not the same and doesn't bring us the joy of, wow, I treated my family to a fun dinner and we had great conversation and we laughed and all of that. Now, shining light, my desire to improve myself transforms the fear into strength. I raise my thoughts above doubt. I find faith in the goodness of the universe. I love and accept myself as a soul and discover the light that dwells in me. Self-acceptance and love is paramount to us freeing ourselves from the constricts and confines of this matrix mentality. I'm only successful if I acquire this amount of wealth and I live in this neighborhood and I have this car and all this BS. It's so not true, you guys. I have lived with and around very wealthy people. In fact, it was kind of interesting. My family was on one side very, very wealthy. On my dad's first family side, extreme. Beautiful cars, everybody had Porsches, big gorgeous stone mansion out in the forest and in Madison, waterfall near it, all of this. I found that side of the family to be more argumentative and problematic and keeping up with the Joneses and having to belong to this golf club and all. Tension at holidays. I just remember like my dad's first wife, Anne, always like Walter, and like everybody raising their voice, and there just being this weird tension in the air all the time. Then my mother's beautiful blue collar side of the family, builders, musicians, amazing, out on her deck, jumping in her pool. They built all her stuff for playing guitar, singing, having a blast, so relaxed, so content, so happy, that I preferred that. I didn't care that I could go to Auntie Anne's and have a chocolate bunny the size of myself, a whole new wardrobe when I went there. And I didn't like the tenseness. I didn't like the everything having to have this standards because, oh, you know, I can do bigger and better. Like, it just, that wasn't it. That wasn't joy. Joy was dancing and singing and laughing on my mom's deck, having a blast, swimming in the pool, everybody just chilling out, and her growing sunflowers and pumpkins and all this great stuff. And what I recognized was that side of the family loved and accepted themselves, who they were. They didn't think they had to be bigger, better, or project an image. And that's what we're coming to learn about ourselves. You know, we're not in a rush. We don't have to have it all figured out. We don't need to reply to anybody, clients, people, or anything. And that the right people will always understand where we're at and why we're there. And that's the thing. We don't have to constantly feel like we're out there chasing, proving, striving, all of that. People are most attracted to us when we share kind of like our knowledge and our experiences, right? Don't let insecurities of not knowing enough or being enough ever hold you back. Whatever inspires you, makes you feel good, go for it. Create a business that works for you and you feel good. What do people tell you you're naturally good at? And do you feel joy when you do that? I feel like if we're given natural gifts and people think, oh, well, that's a hobby. That's not how I would earn an income. The things that I love most now, that's what I have as my revenue sources. My jewelry that I make, my private reads that I do, the videos I create, and I love it. And I could honestly do it all day long, and it brings me such a source, wonder, joy, creativity, light, learning, expansion, all of that. We have to stop telling ourselves that creative endeavors are not worthy of the way that we create our revenue and our prosperity, because they certainly are. We were given these gifts for a reason, and now we're going to go out and shine our light and say, yay, you know, let's do this. Kind of things we want. We need a little bit of individuality here. Well, we need all individuality. Things that intrigue us, we can investigate more on, that captivates us. What are our gifts? It's that kind of like easy genius that flows in for us, and that brilliance, a passion for it. We need to be flexible and be spirited and evolve and be our authentic selves, and then these things really come to pass. So I love that for you, Group 2. Beautiful energy. What did you guys think of this? Did you like this kind of layout? I just like these kind of just direct messages from source that sometimes are just, they are life encompassing and changing when we really get down to our value system of, do things bring me joy, and am I excited? You know what I mean? It's like all of this stuff. What's going on in relationships? What influences me? What engages me? What am I connected to? Do I feel a sense of creativity in this? Am I progressing in life? All of this beautiful energy. I love you guys, and I thank you so, so much for watching this. My name's Melanie. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you need a private read, my method is really, really fun. I lay out tons of tarot and oracle cards and film it just like this and explain what's going on. You can have multi and varied topics, anything from past life to messages from your ancestors, love, soulmate connections, all of those. I mean, pretty much any subject that you're curious. And you know, it can be all different kinds of things as well in one reading. We can transition into all of those. And all my information, if you'd like, that is right on the front of the thumbnail, my email and also my IG. Just DM or email me and I get right back to you, you know, as soon as I see it, and then get your questions, send you the menu, and then have it done within 48 hours. So you guys go out there and shine your life, shine in your life, feel good about you. Nothing is going to deter you, even if it seems unpractical. It is going to have an impact in a wonderful way. You know, be the forever optimist. Like, I deserve this, I'll receive this. And the universe loves gratitude. So get that gratitude sprinkler out. Thank you for this food. Thank you for this coffee. Thank you for my family. Thank you for these animals. Thank you for my new running shoes. All of that. I love you guys. Thanks again. Love and light.